What's up, everybody? Early Stoppage MMA here. Today I'm going to be doing a super rapid review of my picks for the UFC Qatar card coming up this weekend. Let's jump right into it. So first fight on the main card, Tagir Ulanbekov versus Kyoji Horiguchi. This is Horiguchi's return to the UFC after years in Rizin and quite a bit of time away. In this fight, I really think that, I want to pick Horiguchi. Horiguchi's kind of awesome. He's great. He's pretty entertaining. He's got solid grappling, but Tagir Ulanbekov is a Khabib boy, and the tides have turned that way recently, and I don't want to look like a fool anymore. So I'm going to pick Tagir Ulanbekov to win this one. They just seem to be on another level. Wrestling seems to be winning. I don't think he's going to finish him. I think this is probably going to be a classic Tagir Ulanbekov performance. Horiguchi's probably just going to wind up being held up against the fence or on the ground or somewhere. So, pretty easy fight to pick on that one. Moving on, we've got a heavyweight slugfest between Waldo Cortez Acosta and Shamil Gaziev. Important information on this one. Waldo Cortez Acosta is coming in on short notice to fight Shamil. I think... so before this it was Spivak versus Shamil, and I was going to pick Shamil Gaziev. I think Shamil is actually good. I think that he's pretty great, as far as heavyweights go. But I think Waldo Cortez Acosta is actually good. And I think that he is going to get this one done. I think that he's proven that he is actually kind of dangerous recently. He's looked pretty good. I don't think most of the things that Waldo Cortez Acosta has trouble with are not the things that Shamil Gaziev is good at. So I think Waldo Cortez Acosta gets it done. If anything, off just a better gas tank, because we have seen Shamil slow down even post the Biggie Boy fight. I'm gonna pick Waldo Cortez Acosta to also get it done, probably by decision. Don't know how fun this is going to be because it is such short notice. 48 hours. So Waldo's probably going to be pretty cautious in this one, unless maybe he just goes for it, in which case that could also give Shamil Gaziev some issues. So, moving on from there, we've got Jack Hermanson coming back after being murdered, come back to life, reanimated, if you will, against Mitabek Orobai. I fucking love Mitabek Orobai. I think he's awesome. So there may be some bias clouding my pick here, but I'm going to go ahead and pick Mitabek Orobai. I just think he is, honest to God, just better than Jack Hermanson, especially at this point. Jack Hermanson, I don't know why he is cutting back down to welterweight. He kind of belongs at middleweight, and the chin issues are just exacerbated by that weight cut. I think I expect Mitabek Orobai to find some shots in there, whether it's like ground and pound or like on the feet, just finding a nice straight, maybe even a hook coming off of the clinch or a break or something, and just hurt Jack Hermanson. I don't know if he'll get put out cold like Gregory Rodriguez did him, but I think that Jack Hermanson is gonna go out to some degree here. He's gonna get KO'd or TKO'd, either one. So those are my picks for that. Moving on from there, we've got the main three, or the last three of the main card. In the featured fight, we have Volkan Ozdemir versus Alonzo Menifield. This is the easiest pick of my life. I'm going Volkan Ozdemir. I don't care that he's older. He's smarter. He's more defensive. He's just better all around. Alonzo Menifield's one attribute is that, one, the UFC really likes him for whatever reason and continuously gives him opportunities, and two, he's just so physical. He's huge, he's athletic, he's physical. I think that this fight is just that simple. I think Volkan Ozdemir is just going to beat him by being a better fighter. I don't know if I see Alonzo Menifield getting this one done. So, I think the IQ in the fight is going to hurt him. Alonzo Menifield makes bad decisions in fights. Really, that's all I have to say about this fight. Moving on to the good stuff. So in the co-main, we've got Bilal, remember the name, Muhammad versus Ian Machado Gary. I really want to pick Bilal here. He's so good. He's good. He's great, actually. I think Bilal is an exceptional fighter. I think he would beat a lot of people. But to be honest with you, Ian Gary is also very good. As much as people hate to admit it, Ian Gary is a very good fighter. He game plans incredibly well. and he's very well-rounded, like very well-rounded. I think that his height and his ability to just move, he cuts a lot of angles. I think that's going to give Bilal Muhammad a lot of trouble in this fight. I would like to see Bilal Muhammad just Leon Edwards this fight and just stick to the grappling and just never let go of Ian Gary. But even that's not a guarantee because Ian Gary's out here training at Shoot to Box with Oliveira and those boys. And his jiu-jitsu looks pretty good. I mean, he hasn't been able to finish submissions, but he gets people in bad positions fairly frequently in fights. And he's just going to keep getting better at that. He's only like, I don't even think he's 30 yet. Maybe he's 30. Yeah, Ian Gary's very good. I think that he's just going to be too elusive for Bilal Muhammad to get a hold of and do stuff with. And if anything, like, I could see in a scramble Ian Gary somehow getting Bilal's back or some kind of submission and Bilal just having to tap and then looking frustrated as Ian Gary gets up and marches around and is kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm going to pick Ian Gary, unfortunately, in this fight. Probably a decision. Yeah, I'm going Ian Gary, unfortunately. Bilal, please. I hope that he wins. All right, to the main event, we have got Arman Tsarukyan versus Dan Hooker. Man, I really wish Dan Hooker would win this. I think Dan Hooker's so entertaining. He's so fun. He's a great personality. He's had some great fights in his career. But man, how are you gonna have a close fight with Gamrot? Gamrot's like a tough stylistic matchup, but I mean Arman's arguably worse because he's just better at all the things that Gamrot is good at. So yeah, I think that Arman's probably going to take this. Although I will say I think Dan Hooker makes it to a decision. I don't think Arman has that much finishing potential. I think people look at the fight with Beneil and they point to that, and that's just silly. I mean, we've seen at this point that that's hilarious to point out. But Beneil is getting hurt by Moicano and just fucking slept so bad by BSD. And Arman landed flush on him, so like of course he was going out. I don't think Arman is that powerful on the feet. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, who knows, but I think Dan Hooker is just tougher than that. I think he's more of a dog than Arman too. So if it comes down to just toughing your way through this fight, and it comes down to like a slugfest for some reason, like say Dan Hooker and the CKB like takedown defense that they've been working on just excels here, and he cannot get taken down. Oof. I mean, maybe Dan Hooker in that then. I think his height, his size may give him some beneficial attributes in this fight because he is so much taller and longer than Arman Tsarukyan, but Arman's wrestling is just really good. I think that more than likely this is just going to be Dan Hooker getting taken down, preventing, submissions, trying to throw stuff up, and then just getting back to his feet, getting taken down again. I expect to see Dan Hooker get back to his feet quite a bit in this fight, but yeah, I'm going to go with Arman Tsarukyan by decision at the end of the day. This fight looks really good on paper. I hope everybody enjoys it. Let us know what your picks are down below, and we will be back this weekend with a recap video. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.